Yeah, hello everyone. We're going to take a couple of minutes to arrive and I'll say a few things and then you have quite a bit of time to faff around settling in. So we'll go easy on to then take most of the session to play with exercises for deeper relaxation. Yeah. So just as with meditation, relaxation in this case is a process, yeah, and it helps to accompany that process with awareness, as we did this morning, yeah, free from desires and discontent as best as possible. And hopefully you'll get a bit of a taste of what we call deep relaxation. So that is a state similar to the deep sleep state of our sleep cycle. And that also means that sleep is not too far away. Yeah. So if you're feeling sleepy right now, see if you can take that into account in how you're setting yourself up for the practice. So I'll say a bit more about that and then give you time to set up. So for this practice, a bit different from sitting in meditation, you want to absolutely maximize bodily comfort. Yeah, so we're not sitting on a bench or cushion with legs crossed or bent, that sort of thing. And you also want to see about minimizing possible disturbances because they can be a bit sharp, yeah, when you're going deeper. So just see what you can do in your circumstances as they are. And as you're setting up, starting to set up, maybe start with awareness of the body, mind, yeah, and of your circumstances. For example, like what does my body need now to be comfortable for a longer practice? Maybe I need the loo, maybe the body needs to move a little bit, yeah, before I settle in. Yeah, so check that first, check a bit with a more broader perspective first before you focus on getting into a particular posture. So maybe you want to do some stretches in a minute or gently sort of tap yourself down. Also check in the temperature, yeah, your own temperature, the temperature of the room. Do you need more clothes or less clothes? And is there anything on your body that's a bit tight, yeah, constricting or causes pressure, yeah, that you could take off? Yeah, belts, jewelry, hairdo, wristwatches, contact lenses. And once you have settled into a posture, the last thing you want to take off is your glasses. So once you've done all of that, yeah, sort of does the body need something? Do I need to move? Do I need to change clothes? What can I take off? Think of where and how you want to settle in. Yeah, as I said in the morning, it could be an armchair or a lounge chair, garden lounger or other. Can be quite nice and wonderful if you're feeling sleepy. You could also lie down on your bed, your sofa or padded floor. And whatever posture you're going to choose, make sure you're warm enough and have a light blanket handy because often our temperature drops a bit when we go deeper. If you're lying on your bed, maybe take off the duvet. Yeah, that's often quite heavy and causes pressure. So if you can go with a lighter blanket. And you're making sure that your body is as comfortable as possible. Yes, soft joints, soft ligaments, uncrossed arms, uncrossed legs, minimizing unnecessary tension. And particularly around the neck and lower back. Yeah, so you want to faff around with head support and support for your lower back as needed. Yeah. You don't want your head to be pushed forwards by the head support, yeah, because that closes the throat area. And you don't want your head to hang backwards. So I'm going to briefly show a few things with the lying down posture, which may or may not be of interest to you, and then give you time to do whatever you need to do to settle in. So I hope I can take the microphone with me a little bit, yeah. So I'm lying down on a padded floor, to demonstrate, as I have a fairly flat cushion. If you want to lie down, but you know that there's something like low blood pressure, something with your breathing that would benefit from more support under your head, see if you can build yourself a little triangular support for the head and neck and the upper body, so that you're sort of propped up in a way that helps your condition and your situation, and also leaves the throat and chest fairly open. So that's something to fuff around with for some of us. I usually go with a folded blanket for my head, and then for most of us, if we want to lie down, it's tempting to lie down like this, yeah. And it's also suggested for some deep relaxation. But the thing is, most of us have tight hamstrings and tight lower back, and it gets uncomfortable after a while with the legs stretched out. So what you could do is start with your legs bent, feet on the floor. Yeah, that helps your hips, your pelvis, sacrum area to relax and soften. And then at some point, stretch your legs out. Or if you want a fixed posture for the whole practice, roll up a blanket or use a yoga bolster under your knees. So that helps, that changes the situation with the hamstrings and pelvis and helps the lower back. So you're lying like that. Are there any questions around posture, any concerns around comfort? Anything you need to know? I can't quite see everyone. I'll try and change that. If you have a question, could you just unmute yourself maybe, because I can't quite see everyone at once. Okay. Looks good. So I'll give you about 5 more minutes to settle in. Just do what you need to do. Don't rush into the posture. Yeah, just keep with a broad awareness to begin with. Just see, do you need a sip of water? Do you need a stretch? Do you want to shake out your wrists? Do you need warm socks? Just take that time. This is sort of caretaking time for yourself. Settling in with awareness and with patience for faffing around and making little changes. And just to say, obviously for this practice, you don't need to see me, just to hear me. So your device could be anywhere. And also I don't need to see you. You feel connected through speech and hearing. So in case you're already in a posture and feel quite settled in, take a few moments to tune into the feeling of your body, especially around the tailbone, lower back, hips. And if there's already a bit of sort of tension, discomfort, could you make adjustments? And the same with this bigger area, sort of shoulder blades, upper spine, neck, head, throat. Sometimes a little bit of wiggling makes a big difference, and sometimes you might need a different setup or a different prop. So I'll just say a little bit about what we're doing, just what we need, hopefully enough, so that you can flow with it. So the practice we're doing combines progressive muscle relaxation and yoga nidra. So it goes from one end to the other. And progressive muscle relaxation, it supports a domino effect of release from your body throughout the mind. And it does that through gentle holding of muscles and then dropping that holding. So in the first little bit of the practice, there is a little bit of movement involved as well as awareness. And for most of us, there are places in our body that might not benefit from actively engaging or tensing muscles, yeah, even gently. So do use awareness, discernment, and intuition, and do what's right for you. Especially areas with complex trauma or inflammation. Yeah, sometimes a gentle squeeze can be helpful, but sometimes not so much. And at the end of that, we use awareness again to check in with our posture, with our comfort, and maybe make some adjustments as needed before we go into Yoga Nidra, where the body is quiet. And in Yoga Nidra, we're sort of supporting awareness to suffuse more and more of our being, more dimensions of our being beyond everyday consciousness. So both of these approaches use a specific pace, and the relaxation benefits from that pace and the flow that it creates. And it's very different from the tempo and the flow that's been with us in the meditations that we've been doing. Yeah, so see if you can switch gears and be with that. See if you can let attention flow along my words. And of course, always do whatever feels right in relation to your experience and your intuition. Yeah. And anything that doesn't feel helpful, any phrasing or image or something, just put it to one side. For a little while, let attention wander freely through your senses. Notice what you notice. Sounds, emotions, the images and thoughts passing through your mind. And also the feeling of your body. Gently inviting awareness into the feeling of your body. and into the breath. In deep relaxation practice, there is nothing to achieve. It can help to set an intention for the practice, particularly when you're feeling sleepy. Maybe something like, I am present and aware here and now. I welcome everything that appears in awareness, open-hearted, open-minded. We start with a few bigger movements, gently bringing awareness to your shoulder blades, and see if you can move them towards each other. Move them as far as they want to go. Let your chest puff out, hold there, and keep breathing. And release. Drop this completely. And rest, aware of your shoulders and back as you allow time for release to unfold. And then bring more awareness to your arms and into your hands so that you can make gentle fists. And then see if you can also activate your upper arm muscles a little bit. And again, hold, keep breathing. And release. Drop the holding in the body and in the mind. Rest with awareness as you allow time for release to unfold. And moving up to your forehead and to your scalp. Gently raise your eyebrows and hold. Explore where you feel the holding. And release. And just see if you can pick up sensations around your scalp, temples and forehead. Now gently squeeze your eyes. Let the cheeks and nose come into this squeeze and gently hold. And release. Rest aware of your eyes. And if there is discomfort, can you include that in awareness? Now gently open your mouth as widely as possible. Hold it there. Keep breathing. And release. Soft jaw and mouth. Maybe there's an urge to sigh or yawn. Now, see if you can gently press your lips together and hold. How does this feel? And release. What is happening now around your mouth? Your whole face and head. And now carefully move your chin towards the chest. Let your spine lengthen upwards through the crown of your head. Hold. Soften this hold and carefully roll your chin towards your right shoulder. Again, hold. Keep breathing. Soften this and carefully roll your chin all the way towards the left shoulder. Hold, feel, and release. Allow time for release to unfold in your neck, all the way to your head. And all the way down to your shoulders. And now move your shoulders towards your ears and again gently hold. Keep breathing. And release. Drop this in the body and in the mind. And then move awareness down through the torso into your legs and feet. And see if you can hold all of your legs and feet. So move the tops of your feet towards the head a bit. Stretch the legs through the knee joints. See if you can tighten the thigh muscles a bit and the glutes. Hold. Maybe you can even spread your toes here. Breathe. And release. Rest with awareness. If there's discomfort, can you meet that with soft, kindly awareness? And then move into your feet a little bit more so that you can carefully curl in your toes and feet like little hedgehogs. And then gently hold, keeping this gentle with breathing. And release. Rest, aware of your feet. And relaxing this focus, let awareness find the body, the legs, torso, arms and head. And for a little while, rest in broad, soft awareness, body, heart, mind. Take a moment to tune into your posture, into physical discomfort, comfort. Is there any tension that could be relieved by moving? You may be a bit too warm or too cold. And with kindly, caring awareness, make appropriate adjustments so that your body and mind can rest. Resting with awareness. Now moving into yoga nidra, starting to collect the body in a different way. So I invite you to rotate attention around the body and see if you can briefly connect with the places I name, maybe through just the word or an image, maybe through sensations. Come into your right hand and find the thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, all 5 fingers, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, right shoulder, armpit, right waist, right hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, all 5 toes, the whole right foot, the whole right side of the body. And then move awareness to the left side of the body, into the left hand, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, all 5 fingers, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left waist, left hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, all 5 toes, the whole left foot, the whole left side of your body. Gently check if you're still present. Maybe remind yourself, I am present and aware here and now. And then find your back, right buttock, left buttock, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, right side of the back, left side of the back, and the spine, your whole back, neck, back of the head, top of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, right eye, left eye, the space between your eyebrows, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, and the nose, the bridge of the nose, the nostrils, the tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, chin, upper jaw, lower jaw, inner mouth, tongue, throat, both eyes, both ears, your whole face and head, right collarbone, left collarbone, the middle of your chest, right chest, center, left chest, center, stomach, navel, pelvic floor. Now bring the body together, whole right leg, whole left leg, both legs, the whole right arm, whole left arm, both arms, both legs, both arms, the whole torso, neck and head, legs, arms, torso, neck, head, the whole body, the whole body. Find the breath again. Aware of sensations of breathing throughout your body. See if awareness can be with the length of each out breath to its end. and the length of each in-breath to its end. Continue for 5 breaths. You may count them like this: 5 as you inhale, 5 as you exhale, 4 as you inhale, 4 as you exhale, continuing down to 1 at your own pace. I now invite you to be curious about specific feelings. See if you can find each of them in your experience. Can you find feelings of heaviness in your body? Maybe the weight of your arms or legs or your torso. Open to feelings of heaviness. Now see if you can find lightness in the body. Maybe at the top of your skin where it touches air, or again in your torso, arms, legs. Open to feelings of lightness. Come back to heaviness. Now can awareness be open to both feelings of heaviness and lightness? Let this go. Can awareness find coolness? Coolness. Now can you find feelings of warmth? Open to feelings of warmth. And briefly come back to coolness. Now can you be open to both feelings of warmth and coolness simultaneously? What happens to awareness here? Now see if you can find feelings of relaxation. Relaxation in the body, heart, mind. Now gently look for feelings of tension, holding, resistance. Briefly come back to feelings of relaxation. Now opening to both, aware of relaxation and tension simultaneously. And let that go. Do nothing but rest with awareness. Now see if you can find your forehead again. Aware of your forehead and the space between your eyebrows. Let awareness drop down into the inner space behind your forehead. Infinitely calm and spacious. Dark and welcoming. Rest in this space. I now invite you on a little journey. Let awareness and imagination flow along my words. Imagine yourself walking through a park or field of grass. The sun shining warm on your skin. There's a fresh breeze. Some old big trees full of autumn leaves. The leaves rustling in the wind. And some bird song. You're walking towards a field of flowers. Can you take in their colors, their smells, the smell of autumn all around you? Walking into the field of flowers, you spot an old well. Coming to that well, imagine yourself going down the well. Use whatever helps to do this safely. Maybe there's a rope ladder. Maybe you're floating down. Let yourself go down into the well's depth. There's a breeze of fresh air here, and darkness safe and comforting. As you're getting close to the bottom of the well, you see a hole and the outline of a tunnel. There's a faint light coming from the tunnel. And you go in there, following it down a slope and around a corner. And then up another slope, around another corner. You come into a big cave, infinitely vast. And deep inside that cave, you can see a light. Go to that light and look at it closely. Bright light. And at the center of the light, the brightest spark, small like a grain of rice, pulsing spark of light, shining brightly. Light rays emanating towards you and into you. Connecting with that light, soaking up that light. How does that feel? And then gently let this go. Back in the cave, looking at the light. And you're turning around, going back. Back through the cave and through the tunnel. And up the well. Out into the field of flowers. Back onto the green, past the tall old trees full of autumn leaves. You're feeling the warmth of the sunshine on your skin and the refreshing breeze. And then let your go, relax into awareness. If it's helpful, find your forehead again and the space between your eyebrows. One is dropping into the space behind the forehead. Simply resting in awareness. And allowing whatever comes and goes into the field of awareness to come and go without judgment or comment. Open to the heart. Maybe there's a heart's wish or an answer to an old question. In your own time, starting to connect with sounds around you, noting sounds. Maybe you can hear subtle sounds of breathing, your own breathing. Gently turning towards sounds and towards the breath, the sounds and sensations of breathing. Aware of breathing and your physical body, sitting or lying here. Tuning into the body. Maybe you want to take a couple of deeper breaths. Maybe the body wants to sigh, yawn, stretch, gently move. Do take your time with coming back to everyday consciousness and your surroundings. Take care with getting up, especially when you've been lying down. When we're ending the session quietly, you can take your time. And once you have gotten up to standing or sitting, take some time to check in with how you are. And you might feel a bit dazed or tender. It can help to move a little bit more for a while. And maybe take a brisk walk around the room or shake out your limbs. And particularly if you have to go back into activity right away and making dinner, or hopefully not driving a car, but in particular something like that. Do take a couple of minutes to move, maybe laugh or sing for a little while to make sure that your consciousness is back in everyday mode.